Hello pool fans, and welcome back to the Action Palace Amateur Cup 2. This is match number 8, featuring Christian Walters from Team 8 Ball Scholars versus Jesse McNew from Team Scotty Doesn't Know, and race to 5 8-ball match. I am your commentator for this match, professional artistic pool player and trick shot artist Brian Superman Pauley. Judging by Fargo rate for both these players, fairly close. I foresee this to be a pretty close match. I don't think either player is going to run away with this. So it looks like Jesse won the lag. I believe this is BCA rules, so it is rack for yourself. Again, this is a race to 5. The overall event is a race to 11, just like the Moscone Cup. And Scotty Doesn't Know, out of Columbus, is up 5 matches to 2 against the inaugural and defending champion 8 Ball Scholars out of Dayton. Pretty sure that team name Scotty Doesn't Know is about Scott Stevens in Columbus, very accomplished player out of Columbus. He's one of those guys that you don't want to run into in a pool tournament. Columbus has a lot of those guys, but so does Dayton too. Alright, so it looks like Jesse's going to be trying the side break here, going into the second ball. See if he can get that 8 ball moving. Hit 8 ball fired out of there. And I don't know if they're playing 8 on the break counts. I was not given that information. I'll have to yell at Moss about that one. Alright, so this is wide open table here. Christian has the option to either do stripes or solids. Everything's pretty open right now. The 9 and the 11 on the left side of the table. It's going to be interesting. The combo is pretty decent. You can't get shape on the 11 by itself. 14 to 4 can be a little tricky. Outside of those two, I mean, either set looks good. Let's see which one he picks here. I mean, I would probably shoot solids right here, because that 14 only goes a couple of different ways. The 5, the 4, the 7, and the 2 ball down here in the bottom left corner pocket, they can all be pocketed from various spots on the table, various positions. So, but that's just me, and that's the beauty of 8 ball. There's so many different ways to play these shots. Whatever you feel comfortable at the time, and if you run out, even if it's uncharacteristic or quote unquote not by the book, as long as you get out, that's all that matters. However, you do want to try to make it as easy on yourself as possible. Looks like he's shooting a 3 ball next. Okay, he's going to be tree-topped a little bit, and that's never fun. It's kind of awkward. Just got to keep your focus. So my guess is he's going to shoot the 3 ball. Oh, actually, he's not tree-top. He can actually bridge off the side. That makes it a lot easier. I'm guessing he's playing shape on the 2 ball. Shape. Maybe you wanted to come a little bit further to have the 4 ball on the side. Let's check them out. The last 4 balls and 8 ball, those are very critical, because you want to make sure you get on the right shape of all these balls, or the right side of all these balls, to make shape easier And then obviously the ball right before the 8-ball, you want to be perfect shape on that to give you good shape on the 8-ball. He's going for the 6-ball up here, going to stop. Just roll that in, just make the ball. You're going to get automatic shape on the 2-ball. Now I think that's what he does. He's eliminating that 6-ball from the upper left-hand corner. So now he can pocket the 2, then float over for the 7-ball in the upper left-hand corner if that goes. Oh, that's the 1-ball. I thought that was a 9-ball. Now that makes sense why he shot up here. Good shot there. Bump the 14 out of the way. That's good. He can actually pocket the 4-ball in the side pocket, and now moving the 14 out of the way, 7-ball can go in a lot of different pockets now. Just have to clear the 2-ball first for the 7 to come down here in the lower left. Team Sky doesn't know it's won 2 or 3 matches in a row now, so Team 8-ball scholars need some momentum here, and the Christian can come up here and, in a sense, get a table run off of Jesse's dry break. That's the momentum is on his side, and then Christian breaks in rack number 2. Just cinched it over. So now if I was him, I'd shoot the 7-ball now, because you got a pretty good shot on the 7. Pretty much anywhere you're going to be after the 7, you're going to be on shape on the 2, and you can use any of those shots to get to the 8. You can come off the side rail, you can draw back. So yeah, he's shooting the 7 first. That's a smart idea. Yeah, good shot. Nice and controlled. So you can just clip the outside of this 2-ball and send the cue ball 1-2 rails across the table, and just basically line up as straight as he can on the 8-ball. And make sure his speed's correct. He doesn't want to underhit this or overhit this, so he has a tough cut shot on the 8. That's perfect right there. Well, maybe almost perfect. He probably want to get a little more straight in, but he's still got a good shot. He's calling the 8. And this for a table run for Christian Walters to take a 1-0 lead. There you go. Take your time. If you're not comfortable, don't shoot it. Oh my goodness, he undercut it. Shot that right into the rail. Alright, so those 4 solids, those 4 stripes up to the top rail, those are going to be interesting. See how Jesse navigates through this. Wow. Missed that a little bit. Knocked the 8-ball down here, and Christian got it back. I don't think he was expecting either to shoot or shoot a good shot if he got back to the table. And he just needs to calm his nerves after he made that 1-8, missed that 1-8 ball, and just make this. Slow rolled in. There you go. Good shot. All right, Christian's on the board. 1-0, and he's breaking. So he has the possibility to break serve on Jesse's break and then get one on his break. This is why alternating break. There's a lot of drama in this. Our Christian's walking away from the table. Definitely got to acknowledge our sponsors again. Without them, this event doesn't happen. So a big thank you to Action Palace for hosting this event, the premier place to play pool in Dayton. Absolute Billiard Service, which is owned by Josh Ebert. Great group of guys working there. They're the table mechanics in the Dayton area, and they do travel. Cannot say enough good things about these guys. Crave Cure Kitchen. That is going to be coming in, I think, first quarter of 2026. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have there. I am a pretty picky eater, so hopefully Shannon doesn't yell at me if I don't like anything at her restaurant. Also, Action Life YouTube channel, which is where you're watching this at. All of the Action Palace board matches and the Team Cup events that will be done in the future will be streamed here or uploaded here. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the notifications bell so you know when they're either going to go live or when they're going to be uploading content. And then last but not least, but probably the most important, the Mosses, Andre and Shannon, for putting all this together, all the action matches, all the cup events. Can't thank them enough. Alright, so Christian went to the side rail break as well, the second ball break, and he gets a ball to go. Whereas Jesse broke dry first time. It's not as wide open. There's some stuff between, there's some stuff tied up. That 7 looks like the 7 and the 12. That's going to be interesting. But everything else is fairly wide open. Thinking out what he wants to do here. He's in the driver's seat. He's up 1 game to nothing, so you gotta take that in consideration. He wants to make it 2 to nothing. Yeah, looks like he's going for the 9 ball. Get the stripes. So now we shall see what he does with this 12 ball. The 12 and the 7 being tied up, I think that's the only hiccup for either ball set here. I apologize if you heard me sneeze in the background. I don't have a mute button, so I took my headphones off, set them as far away from me as possible, and sneezed. But I have a violent and loud sneeze, so hopefully you didn't hear that. But I did see my audio level jump a tad. And then while I was doing that, that was an impressive shot by Christian, blocking the ball on the side, drew over, and now he has alleviated that problem, and now the stripes are pretty wide open. So he's stroking pretty good right now. Okay, nicely done here. So we can either play the 15 in the bottom right hand corner or the right side to get shape on the 11, and he wants to try to get as straight as possible on the 11, because then it's just a stop shot, maybe just a hair drawback to put the 8 in the corner and finish this with a break and run. Just one small mistake, he would have had a table run in the first rack, and then follow that up with a break and run. That's pretty strong. Yep, he just floated up. I think he probably wanted to be a little bit more straight on this 15. So now he's just going to have to really slow roll this, or trying to stun it. Because if he floats it too far, he's going to get behind that 5 and 2. Or he can hit it with some speed and come off that rail. Nope, he just hit it with the right speed. Perfect. Yep, just stop shot on the 11. You pinch it back just a little bit with the 8 ball on the side for a break and run and a 2 racks to none lead. my goodness. He just kind of stumbled a little bit. Yeah, he just wanted to break the cue right now because, yeah, that would have been perfect. Breaking around. All right, so now Jesse, solids are wide open now. And that's the only bad thing about, well, not only bad thing, but one of the bad things about running a racket 8-ball and running down to like the last ball or whatever and missing, because now you just alleviated all the traffic for your opponent, especially when it's wide open like this. Keeping it simple right now. Needs the cue ball to slow down. Wow. Cue ball was tracking in the right spot and just he overhit it. Alright, so it looks like he might be trying to safety here. Just spin the 2 balls a little bit, maybe with a tip of right-hand English and kind of spin behind the 2-5. Maybe we're just going to try to kick into the 1. Yep, move the 2. Yep, just like that. Going to make Christian come up with a jump shot here. And with the 11 being close to the rail like that, makes the jump a little trickier. Going airborne. He was in an awkward spot with his foot up on the rail like that. I probably would have darted that, you know, because it's easier to stretch out that way and still get control. But if you're comfortable doing the pendulum like that, that's what you got to stick with. But Christian played a great save, and that means he's got ball in hand, so now he's just going to run these last 3 balls. So now he's shooting the 1 ball instead of the 5 ball. So this is just pocket the 1 and slide out almost towards center table for the 5 in the same pocket. Okay, he just went to the 5 on the side. That's what he felt more comfortable with. And looks like he might just, he's setting it up. You have to draw it back just a little bit for the 8 ball on the opposing side. Oh, he overdrew it just a little bit. He's still calling it in the side, and this is a preference thing. You could shoot this up in the corner, you can shoot this in the side. Just kind of using the ghost ball tactic right there. Figuring out where he needs to aim the tip of his cue to pocket the 8, and he makes it. So that was a strategically played shot there with safety, which gave him ball in hand, and then gave him the game. So we are tied at 1, folks. Jesse to break in rack number 3. Tied 1-1. Overall score, Scotty doesn't know 5. 8-ball scholars 2. Second ball break again. Last time broke dry. So see if we can get a little more luck this time. And the ball is firing out of there. Looks like, did he break dry again? Yes, he did. So this is kind of a repeat of the first rack. Jesse broke dry, spread things open pretty good, and then Christian almost ran out. It's not as wide open this time. The 13 and the 4, they're left of the center spot. That's going to be the issue right now. Christian made a great breakout on that first rack, so see what happens here. See if he goes stripes and see if he goes solids. That 5 ball also being kind of on the point on the side pocket kind of makes this tricky. Same thing with the 10. They're not like really, really hard shots. They're just a little tricky. That's what I say. He's about ready to say he's going to go into that 5 ball. He moved the 1 stripe that was over there, but now replaced it with another. Don't know how many times that happens. You go for a breakout in 8 ball, you get the breakout, and either the ball you broke out or another ball ties up with something else afterwards. It's like, really? I just made a great shot to get a breakout and then they tie up again. Alright, so Christian playing stripes here. Figure out position-wise where he wants to be. He called it because he's doing a carom, trying to get position on that 9. If he would have made that, look at the angle he had. He had a good breakout. Alright, so Jesse coming in here shooting solids. Looks like the 7 passes the 8. So that's not really an issue right now, and he can really get out of this right now if he shoots the 6 ball. Because I think the 2 ball might go past the 13, top right. At least in the angle I'm saying. If it does, he's shooting the 6 ball first to possibly get the, looks like maybe the 14 ball away from the 5 ball. Smart shot there. Now, he could potentially do the 7 ball now and get straight in on the 2 ball, or he can negotiate the 7-8. But he also has the 1 ball down on this end of the table along with the 3. So these shots, assuming the 2 ball goes, they all go fairly easy. They're just all in kind of a weird spot. Get shape on the 2, looks like. Ideally, maybe you want to keep the 7 for last because it's closest to the 8, but you may have to take it earlier. You may have to take it now. And he's going to shoot the 2, draw back for the 2 in the left side pocket. Shooting it now, looks like. Yep, took it now. So now he's got good position on the 3 ball too. Well, close enough. I mean, if he shoots the 3, he's definitely hitting one of those balls. If he hits the 15, that'll give him a better shape on the 1, but possibly could block the bottom right for the 1 ball. But if he comes down there and hits the 1 ball on the correct side, then he's just basically going to set himself up with the 1 ball on the bottom right. So we'll see. Or he could shoot a couple of the other. He could shoot the 2-ball first. Try to get shape on the 5. Like you said, this is a weird rack where the balls are placed at. They all go, assuming the 2-ball goes past. They're all kind of funky. Thinking now. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Here we go. See what he comes up with here. Trying to play it off the 13. Kind of stun it over. To get shape on the 5. Looks like he would have gotten shape. But unfortunately ended up missing the ball. So, and that's leaving Christian a fairly wide open table here. So let's see what happens. Wise person once told me is that you can't play shape on the next ball if you miss your initial ball. So yeah, that makes sense. So just gotta make sure you pocket your first ball. Alright, so here we go, Christian. Gonna start this run out. Feeling he's going to shoot the 13. A little bit of a high ball. Just float up for the 9 in the upper right hand corner. Okay, he had more of an angle than I thought. Went to go to hit into it. To get a position. It's not the easiest shot in the world. It's definitely a tricky back cut, assuming he goes for it. Looks like he's queuing up for it. Yep. Cue ball is going to go loose a little bit. So let's see what one of these strike balls he lands on. Good shot. Where's the cue ball end up? Not in the best place I think he wanted. I mean, he still has, I'm guessing that's a 12 ball. He still has the 12 ball in the top right hand corner. It's just not the easiest shot in the world to hit with that distance, possibly bridging over the 1 ball. But it's definitely makeable. Good stroke, good shot, and drew it straight back. Look at this. Angle-wise, you know, he's got a cut on either one. I kind of like shooting the 15 with a little bit of a high ball, so you can see go between the 1 and the 3, come around 2 rails, or 1 rail for the 11 in the top right. Because if you shoot the 11 in the left side, you potentially go into that 5 ball and leave yourself a really, really tough shot on that 15. Got to find that tangent line. Problem is he could also hit the 3, so he may not get between the window of the 1 and 3. Alright, let's see what he has in store. Yep. Give him 2 rails. Uh-oh. Yep, just overran it a little bit. Yep, he's going to go for this back cut on the 11. This is not an easy shot. The pocket on the 11 is tough enough, then the cue ball is going to be going all over the place. Lucky for him, the 8 ball goes in all 6 pockets, so if he gets any type of a shot, it'll go. Here we go. Just undercut it. Might get lucky here with, now look at this, it came right in front of the 2 ball. With the 5 ball where it's at, there's 3 and the 1 down here. Obviously, I think Jesse's going to shoot the 3 ball right now, because if he misses down here on this end of the table, he's not giving anything up. Meaning he's not giving Christian a hit on the 11. If he misses on the 5, he gives Christian a hit on the 11 to possibly play safe. Now he doesn't, so that's a smart shot. To be honest with you, I don't think he was trying to make that. With the position he would have had on the 1 ball, I think he was playing safe the whole time. I don't think Christian can hit the 11 ball flush, meaning he even hit the side of the 11 ball, so he's going to have to kick or he's going to play safe. Yeah, he's just going to put the 8 ball over there, make it even more of a pack. Give him Christian ball in hand. Now, he has a breakout angle here with 3. Pocket 3 in either the side pocket on the right or the top right corner. And he could go into the stack and break them open, but you're not guaranteed. Yep, he's playing safe. You're not guaranteed a shot, so he's just going to shoot into the 2 ball and hook the cue ball right behind the 2 ball. Yep. And it was smart there because he separated the 2 and the 11. So now all of his balls go. So if Christian doesn't get a legal hit here, there's ball in hand for Jesse. Look at this. Nice little safety back. Christian knew he couldn't get a hit, so he put the 8 ball in a tough spot. Now looks like Jesse, so come over here and go and play it safe. Yep. Move the 8 ball back out of the way, and then hooking Christian. See, there's so much strategy and safety play in 8 ball, especially with intentional fouls. Most people don't do this. Some people take it for granted. There's so much of this in the game. That's why I like 8 ball. It can have the strategy and defense as one pocket, but it can also have the ball running as like straight pull, because it's not rotation. You're playing, shape on multiple balls instead of just playing shape on one. That's why a lot of times I call 8 ball baby straight pull. Let's see if he goes for an unintentional foul. No, he had a good kick, but left everything wide open for Jesse. Nice little strategic safety battle there. Looks like he's shooting 3. Inside, yep, float down here for the 1. Alright, the correct angle, nicely done. So you can just kind of stun this over. 2 in the upper right hand corner, and then 5 ball in the upper left corner, and then 8 ball back in the top right. Yep. I foresee him just kind of slow rolling this so he can kind of get as close to straight in as possible on that 5 ball. Ooh, man. Under hit that a little bit as far as his angle, and his speed was kind of too much. I mean, he's still fine. Just slow roll this in, but he's going to have a little more of an angle than I think he would have wanted. If he would have gotten the right shape, he could have just slow rolled the 5 straight in and been almost straight in on the 8 ball. But for someone of Jesse's caliber, I expect him to make this shot. Yeah, nicely done. Okay, do a fist bump there, appreciating each other's game. So now Jesse takes a 2 racks to 1 lead in this race to 5. With Christian breaking here. It's like everybody, it's like these guys are holding serve. Take that back. No, Christian broke serve on Jesse rack 1. So while Christian's racking up balls, I want to say a big thank you to the Mosses again for allowing me to commentate. I do enjoy doing commentary, whether it's artistic pool or 9-ball on the WPBA tour. So thank you to the Mosses for allowing me to record commentary on these matches. They have given me the green light to kind of promote myself a little bit. So I do have a YouTube channel. It is Superman Trick Shots. Every Tuesday I drop a video. Each week of the month is a different themed video. Ranges from, when can you use this trick shot in a game, to recreating a shot from a famous movie, to setting up a shot for you, the viewer at home, to try, and then also highlighting some sponsors that have helped me throughout the years. So that's every Tuesday on my YouTube channel. Hello! Speaking about trick shots. Yeah, every Tuesday on my YouTube channel I drop something new, something different than what you're used to seeing. So I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell so you know when I post things. I would really appreciate it. Christian jumped the cue ball off the table. So we'll see what rules are they playing by, whether it's BCA rules or VNA rules. If Jesse takes ball in hand outside of the kitchen, they're playing BCA rules. If he keeps it in the kitchen, then they're playing Valley rules. And that's really the only different rule-wise between the two leagues, BCA and VNA. The judging that he's putting the cue ball down here, my guess is they're playing BCA because he gets ball in hand. And looking at the rack, I mean, everything's fairly open. I mean, the 2 and 3 are close, but they can be pocketed, and both those balls can be pocketed. But looks like the stripes are a little more open than what the 2 and the 3 are, even though you could have got the 2 and the 3 out with ball in hand, but he's picking stripes. And looking at it myself, I would probably pick stripes as well. Surprised he didn't stun over for the 13, but he kind of followed over and hit it, got shape on it. Like I said before, there's so many different ways to play each shot, and as long as you make the shot and you get shape, and as long as you run out, no matter how unconventional it is, you still got out. So that's why there's no textbook reason, textbook way to run a rack of 8-ball. You could be looking at these last 3 balls and say, okay, maybe I'm going to do this, this, and this, and then Jesse does the totally opposite of that. But let's say he runs it doing the totally different opposite way I'm looking at it. Doesn't matter. He got out. And so he came back, drew back. I think I like this pattern. Now you just got to figure what angle he wants to have on the strike ball down here towards the bottom left corner pocket. Can't see what number that is. I'm trying to figure out what angle he wants, because this would be a table run for him after Christian fouled on the break. Ooh, oh, did he overstroke it? Oh man. At this point, I think he could have got the same shape with just a stun shot. Maybe stopping it or moving up a little bit. I don't think he had to go all the way down to the side rail, the bottom rail, and back out. But that's just me. I'm sitting here commentating and he's playing. So he's obviously pulling the jump cue out, which obviously I like as a trick shot artist. So, and he's fairly straight on this. Now you got to figure out where the cue ball goes afterwards if he makes this. So will he have a shot on the 8? It's an interesting way to line up. Haven't seen that way before. Okay, so he just picked his hand up after doing this, so that you're not necessarily on your same aim line, but if he drills this, that'll be still good. Nicely done. When I teach people to jump, when you have your hand down and you line up, when you move forward like he did and pull your hand off the table, you're not guaranteed to be back on your same sight line. Lucky for Jesse, he got back on his same sight line and just drilled it. I teach people to jump. When you plant your hand down, don't move it. Go down like how he did to aim it, but then when you come back up, keep your hand on the table so you're on your same aim line. It's more consistent that way. But he made a great jump shot, and he made the 8 ball. Great run out for Jesse. He deserved that one. Got out of position, made a great jump shot. Got on the 8 ball, so now he is taking a commanding 3 racks to 1. Is raised to 5 and now breaking, so he can potentially get on the hill now. And he's got the momentum right now. He's been pocketing balls really good, getting good cue ball control, and then now that jump shot, so he's hitting them pretty good right now. Christian's not playing bad either. He's just getting some bad rolls, playing maybe some bad position shots. He did have that one missed 8 ball, but he's still playing pretty good too. He's got to keep his focus in that chair. You don't play in the pool match just at the table. You play when you're in the chair. See if Jesse does the second ball break again. Yep, second ball again. And he's having that 8 ball rifle out of that rack almost every time. So see if it comes out again as much. Not as much, but it still came out, got kicked. Look at this. E-break, try again. Looks like, yep. Christian's coming to the table. Fairly wide open table, but that 3-9, I don't think any of them go. The 7 ball might pass the 13 there on the right side of the table. But to me, I think those are really the only 2 trouble spots. Let's see what he's doing here. He could be pocketing that stripe in the left center and then possibly get the breakout. Oh man. Would have had the stripe right there to possibly do the 15 and then the 14. Still open table now. Let's see what Jesse's looking at here. This is such a huge game because depending on who wins, depending on the mood of this game, it's either 4-1 and on the hill or 3-2. That's when the pressure starts coming in. Okay, looks like Jesse's going for stripes. Going for the breakout. And they push the 9 right back to the 5. It might go, but you gotta get perfect shape on this. I think you should shoot the 14 next because it's not necessarily straight in passing the 15. This is really the only time you can get to it. We also might look to, hey, he's trying to figure out what he wants to do, which ball he wants to play on. Do you go for the breakout, risk it getting tied up again? go for the 15? Does he go for the 13? Does he go for the 12? So many different options here. You kind of got to pick out your map ahead of time. Like, okay, which ball do I want to play position on? And if I don't get position, what's my next shot? What's my alternative shot? As they say in straight pool. Yep. Oh, wow. Not expect that. Alright, well, he's got stripes and he's owning that hole for sure. Alright, Christian coming up here with solids. 5 ball. Oh, that's the 4 ball. Yeah, 4 ball comes down here in the corner pocket. Oh, actually, it does go on the side. Nope. Maybe he should have went to the corner. However, the 12 ball is now locked up with the 6. So we'll see what happens here. So the 12's locked up with the 6. 9's close to the 5, but if you get the position right, the 9 ball does go in the upper right-hand corner pocket. I have a feeling we might see another safety game here. I know sometimes people discount 8 ball and like, oh, it's just the bar game, but I really do enjoy it. Like, you have elements of straight pull, you have elements of one pocket. Especially 8 ball on a 7-foot table. That's where you're going to get a lot of your balls tying up at. If you play 8 ball on a 9-footer and you got a great break, they're not going to, you know, marry up as much. There's not going to be as much defense. And if the U.S. best player, the homegrown U.S. best player, Shane Van Boening, one of his favorite games is 8 ball on a 7-foot table, can't complain with that. Man has won more tournaments than anybody can keep track of. Good stroke. He's going for the breakout. Good stroke. Now, what's he lined up with? Okay, so the 9 ball goes. That's a tough cut. That 15 looks like it's 15. That might be his easier shot. That 9 ball is still going to be tricky because it'll go, but you have to be in like one spot on the table, one zone on the table, or else it doesn't go. Right, so looks like Jesse's playing the 15. Get on either the 13 or the 12. Shot. Okay, I'd probably shoot the 12 ball right here. Now, if he's got enough of an angle, he might be able to punch draw this cue ball over to get shape on the 9. That's what I think that's what he's looking at now. That, and also looking at the position for the 13 to get over the 9. That's the beauty of 8 ball. There's so many different ways you can play things. Or is he going for it now? He's going for it now. This is interesting because he's kind of, I wouldn't say he's treetop, but still bridging a little differently. Good shot. Get the speed to come over for the 9. That's what he was trying for, but he's got the 11 now. Potentially the right angle to get a breakout on the 9-5 and then see where the 9 ball goes. Because who knows? It could marry up to another ball. We've seen that happen already. Or does he want to try to juice this with high inside and come out and try to get shape on the 9? This will be interesting. See what he does. Yep, he tried the high, maybe high inside. 9 ball's makeable. Not the easiest cut in the world. Cue ball will probably hit off the 5 ball and see where that ends up going. He could hit this with the correct speed. If he gets over where he's pointing his cue at, he's going to be sitting pretty decent. He's looking at all his possibilities on his position here. This is a big, big ball in this rack for him. Probably the key shot of the game for him. Because if he can pocket this 9 and get anywhere on that other stripe, he'd be in a good spot to go get on the hill in a 4-1 score in a race to 5. Taking his time, pulled up. Oof. Just hit the 5 ball. I think the cue ball clipped it all the way around. I think he maybe just missed it. Alright. So Christian to the table now. Opportunity here to try to get within 1. 3 ball doesn't go in the top left corner pocket, but once the 4 ball is away from the side, the 3 ball can go on the side. Once the 2 and 6 are away, it can go in the bottom left hand corner. So let's see what he starts with here. I kind of like starting with the 7, and then possibly getting over for either the 1 in the upper left and then get to the 4, or the 4 right afterwards. But you definitely want to get that 4 ball out with the cue ball about straight on the 4, so we can get that 3 ball on the same side. So now cue ball, I think he overhit it a little bit, but he still should be fine. It's got multiple shots. 2 in the lower left, 6 in the lower left, 1 in the side, 5 in the corner. See what he feels comfortable with and what's going to give him the best angle for his next shot. I almost like the 2 ball here. I also like the 1. To me, it's either 2, 1, and then he's just going to pick the 5 because this is the ball I didn't talk about. Of course. That's how it works. Like I said, there's so many different ways to play these. Yeah, good shot. All right, that sets up really nice because now you can do a stop shot on the 4. And you can go 4-3 or 4-1-3. And you can leave the 2 balls that are closest to the 8 last. That's a tip for playing 8 ball. You want to try to leave the closest ball to the 8 ball last if you can. Because most of the time that's going to be the easiest position shot to get on the 8 because that's the least amount of work you have to do with the cue ball. Looks like he was drawing back for the 3 on the side. Ideally, you probably want to get a little closer, like where you would want that right there, but this is still cuttable on the side. Good shot. Use a 9 ball to stop. So now, ideally, you either shoot the 6 or the 1 here. If you can cut the 1 in the bottom right and hold it, that works. But or you can shoot the 6 and figure out what you're going to do with the 1 and the 2. Right, good shot there. Good speed. All right. So now looking at a little 45-yard line almost, because if he cuts the 1 in, the cue ball is going to go to the right side. Hopefully, he's out of the pocket, out of the side pocket, and comes back around for the 2. Trying to cut that in the side would be really tough. Good stroke. Hit it with a high ball instead of center ball to take that side pocket out of the way. He's just going to take a longer shot, but that was a smarter shot with the angle he had. Right, if he's going to try to stun this and play the 8 in the same pocket, he does not want to get behind that strike ball. Nice stroke. Perfect speed. Hit that great. 8-ball in the corner. Well played. Well played. All right. Christian gets a game back. Gets it within 1. 3 games to 2. And this race to 5 for this match. Trying to get 8-ball scholars an extra point to get within 2 on the overall score. And Christian is breaking here in rack number 6. For those who haven't been to Action Palace while he's tracking these balls, they have pretty much everything you can want in a pool room. They have their main room, which you're seeing right now. The left side, where they're at, they have a number of 7-foot diamond tables. I think there's like 7 or 8 of them. On the right side of that room, you have 5 9-foot diamonds for those 9-foot players. In the next room, they have like one 9-foot diamond in there for going to action matches, just practice away from everybody, do lessons with somebody, and kind of be away from people. They have a 9-foot diamond there, and then go to the room behind that, and there are 2 3 cushion tables. And they are heated. And if you play 3 cushion at all, you know a heated 3 cushion table is amazing because it's a bigger table, thinner cloth, bigger balls, all the rails that you're hitting, so it needs to roll as fast as possible. Those things are awesome to play on. And it looks like they're taking a little bit of a player break, so I'm going to take a little bit of a commentary break, and I will join in when they come back. Alright, that break didn't take that long. So Christian to break here. Also doing the second ball break. Alright, pocketed a solid. Ooh, we have some clusters. 2 stripes down here. I believe that is the 10 and the 11. And we have, looks like, 3 solids. 2, 3, and the 5 there by the spot. But aside from those 2 things, it's wide open. Alrighty here. Let's see what's up. Maybe he's doing stripes. Looks like he's doing stripes. Yep. Now, the question is, does the 13 pass the 8? If it does, he potentially can hit this with high inside English and try to go for the breakout, but that's almost a hero shot right there. I almost see him maybe playing safe here. Going off the 10 and hitting it right behind the 11, hiding it right behind the 11. Up, going behind the 11, look at this. It's a great shot. Looks like Christian's going to have to kick again. Potentially have another safety game between these two. I think these two like to play safety games against each other. All right, so you could potentially spin off the 3 ball and come right behind the 6 and the 14. As you hit it, look at this. 2 and the 5 just got married up too, so now solids are getting harder and harder. That 14 doesn't go anywhere. I don't think it goes in the side. He's calling it in the corner. That's going to be an amazing cut shot if he hits this. You just want to double check, make sure the cue ball isn't going to hit the 6. Look at this. Wow, almost scratched, almost made the ball. 14 was trying to get in that 2 and the 5, but looks like the 5 passes the 2 ball into the bottom right corner pocket. And it looks like it might go in the top left too. Christian looks like he's got a nice little setup here. Oh, wow. Just missed the 6. Yeah, he's hitting the table. He knows he should have done better with that. He was hoping to. The run out. So with the 6 block in the pocket, though, that 15's interesting. So obviously, Christian has to get the 11 ball out first. So allow that 15 to come down here in the bottom right. Alright, so he overcut that. He hit the rail first. Alright, so the only shot Jesse really has is that 6 ball. And now I'm figuring if he can come out and get the correct shape on either the 3, 4, or 2. Good speed. Looks like he's going to shoot 4 ball first. Possibly he's going to go into the 3, see if he can get what shape he does there. Yep, that was a nice touch. Great shot. Alright, so now I just got to figure out where he wants to put the 2 ball. Obviously, it's a big game here. This could get him on the hill. If he falters and leaves Christian an opening, Christian could get to 3-3 and tie this up. Good shot there. He felt confident of shooting the 2 ball on that side like that. The draw straight back. Alright, so just cut this in with a little bit of high spin, maybe a hair left. Key is you gotta fall on the right window to get this 8 ball. You try to get the window between the 10 and the 13, or he can just kind of play to get it to the rail. If he gets us to the bottom rail, he's good. That 13 could be a big blocker right now. measuring out his aiming points here. Alright, see how well his speed control is. He's been pretty good so far this game. Well, this match. That's too fast. Too fast for what he wanted. He almost got away with it. But because it hit the 9 where it hit, now he's behind the 14. Well, he made one jump shot in this match already. I have a funny feeling he's going to go for the jump cue again. Yep, he's going for it. Maybe. Might be trying to swerve this. Maybe also trying to kick this. And if he's just got the edge, he might be able to jump over the edge of his playing cue. Nope, he's going to grab the jump cue. Now, does he try to cut it in or go off the rail first? Probably just going for the straight cut here. With the 8 ball being where it's at, right close to the rail, this makes this jump shot a lot trickier. You got to get that cue ball down and not hopping. Because if it's still hopping by the time it gets to that 8 ball, that cue ball can come off the table. Take your time. This is a huge game right here. This gets him on the hill, or potentially leaves it open for Christian to tie this up. That is uncomfortable right there with your leg up like that, kind of turning your body that way. Alright, let's see what happens here. We'll expect him to get a good hit on this. Good hit. Don't go in there. Whoo, man. Alright, so 1 for 2 on jump shots here. Christian has pretty much a wide open table here. The only really tricky ball here is the 9 ball. Because of it being close to the 8 and on the rail like that. I mean, the 14 goes in pretty much any pocket except the left side pocket. I mean, technically it can go in the right side pocket, but not really, probably not really going to shoot that one. Could probably use that as a shot for the 9 ball, and he played safe. It's a gutsy call there with the 8 ball being where it's at, but he put Jesse right behind the 14 full ball. So we'll see what, test his kicking game. Yeah, he can kick this to the upper rail, and if he kicks this right, he can kick this 8 ball right in. He was measuring out something, so let's see which kicking system he was using. Double checking his math. All right, here we go, folks. Good speed. Look at this shot. You can hear the crowd coming in. Hearing that one. And now he is on the hill. And as you see, he didn't just blast that one. He hit that with the correct speed. Nicely done. So while Jesse's getting ready to break here in rack number 7, I'll say a big thank you to the sponsors again. Always want to give them a shout out because without them this event doesn't happen. As somebody who plays in amateur and professional level tournaments, you need sponsors, you know, to be able to have these events. So I have one quick message after I read off the sponsors again. Obviously Action Palace, great place for hosting this. Absolute Billiard Service, cannot say enough good things about these guys. Company's owned by Josh Ebert. They are the best table mechanics and repair people around, especially around the Dayton area, but they do travel. I live over near London, and they came to my house multiple times to take care of my stuff. Crave Cure Kitchen, it's coming in, I believe, first quarter 2026. This is something Shannon Moss is involved in, so I can't wait to check that restaurant out and see if there's anything there I can eat, because I'm a super picky eater. So Shannon, if you hear this, I'm apologize ahead of time. And man, look at this. Doing a different break, and Jesse still pulled it off the table. That's interesting. 2 more sponsors left to go. Action Life YouTube channel, where you're watching this at. All of the Action Palace board matches and Team Cup events in the future are going to be on this channel, whether streamed live or uploaded later. So definitely subscribe to that YouTube channel and click the notifications bell so you know when they go live or when they upload content. And then obviously the Mosses. Can't thank them enough for this. Shannon and Andre. Just putting all these matches together, the action matches, the team cups, everything. Doing the commentary. Giving Dayton something to talk about, so appreciate them so much. They've been letting me do a lot of commentary on these matches. I hope you enjoy them. They also let my friend Robert Sears help out with a couple matches. So big thank you to my buddy Robert. So back to my, he's going to be thinking here, man, we got a lot of balls tied up here, and they're all kind of on the left side of the table. Funny how that happens in 8-ball, right? Since while he's thinking this out, because he does have the ball in hand though, but a lot of stuff tied up. One thing I do want to say about sponsors is, you know, these events don't happen without sponsors. Whether it's the Action Palace Amateur Cup 2 or the World Artistic Pool Championship that I play in, or the World 9-Ball Tour events, or Derby City Classic, or Pro Billiard Series events. All of these events happen because of sponsors. And the overwhelming majority of sponsors for these events are billiard sponsors. They're cue companies, they're apparel companies, they're chalk companies, they're this, they're that. So we cannot thank them enough for doing what they do, and that's why, you know, we really need to give back to the companies that give to the industry, or that are in the industry. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox for that. Alright, so he picked stripes. He could be trying to go off the 14. Yes, great shot. Separates the 14. Alright, that still goes in the bottom right. Trouble ball is going to be, I believe that's the 12 ball over there by the 3. But it looks like it might go on the side. Well, you potentially could get over there. See what he does here. I really don't have a good angle to see if it goes or not. cut the 14 just a bit. And the 2 and 3 is still kind of messed up. I don't think the 2 ball passes the 3 in the lower left corner, so he's gonna have to figure out what he wants to do here. Alrighty, so he could strike one of the one of those solid balls at the top of the table. Try to leave him down there. Trying to leave him that long combo. Don't really want to leave him. Then what was that, the 13 ball? That's close to the bottom left. You don't really want to leave him that shot. Taking his time, and he really needs to at this point because he's on the hill. So granted, he does have a 3-game cushion as long as he wins 1 of the next 3 games. He's going for the 6 ball here, trying to get shape on either the 4 or the 7. Oh man. Overcut it just a hair. 8 balls close to the 7, but it looks like they still both go. Christian really only has 1 good shot here, and that's at 13. In the bottom left-hand corner pocket. So does he go for that, or does he want to try to play it safe? That 6 ball is pretty set. Kind of tough to play safety on that. And he went for the combo, and he just drilled it. Look at this. Great shot. He's looking at that, I believe that's a 12 ball. Like I said, from the angle I have, I don't know if he can make that 12 in the side. He may have the right angle in the 9 and try to go for the breakup, but I don't know. He might be playing safe. Yep, he's playing safe. Obviously, he left Jesse the 6 ball, but that's his duck, so to speak. So he doesn't necessarily want to shoot that right off the bat unless he's going for the run out. Okay, good stroke there. I believe that's the 9 ball by the side pocket. I don't think that's the 1 ball. So he's trying to pocket the 4 on the side. Excuse me again. Like I said, I don't have the mute button. And I sneeze very violently and loudly, so I was trying to not have as much of that get picked up on the commentary as possible. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. we go. Maybe not. It's almost like he's cueing it as that yellow ball is the 1 ball. I think it's the 9 ball. Nope, it's the 1 ball. That's what he's doing. He's going to try to get the cue ball, come off the left side of the 4 ball, come around 2 rails, and come right behind the 7-8. It was so nice of him to point that out. Maybe he hit that too thick. Looks like he was trying to play that safety. Or maybe he changed his mind at the last minute and tried to separate the balls. Did not leave Christian a lot. He did leave him that cut shot on the, I think the 13 there, but it looks like he might be just playing safe here. Yep. Just mess up those balls even more. 4 and a 7 go. I mean, I think he was just conceding that, but wants to block in that 2 and 3 the best he can. I think Jesse called the combos. More of like, hey, if it goes, it goes, but nope, called safe. Look at this. Great safety. 7 ball's in an interesting spot though, because the 7 ball does not pass the 8 ball in the bottom right hand corner pocket. So we'll see what Christian does here. Could actually try to go for a hit, or could try to tie some things up even more. Maybe we try to kick this 13 down here. What he's going for. And he hit it with the correct speed to where if he doesn't hit it, he's not going to have the cue ball missing, come around another rail or two and try to bust something open. So looks like we have ourselves another good old-fashioned safety rack. Obviously, Jesse does not want to leave Christian on that, looks like 13 maybe. That's close to the 2 and the 3 in the left bottom pocket. Because that could be a breakout ball for him, so he does not want to give him a good angle on that. You can see him just banking the 7 ball out and then putting the cue ball either right behind the 8 ball or on it towards the other end of the table there by the 4 ball. Pardon me. He's really mulling over the safety here. Let's get it right. That'd be a crazy safety if you can do that. Make the 7 ball and have the cue ball go 1, 2 rails and freeze right behind the 4 ball. That'd be awesome. Just a speed control for that. Look out, cue ball! Don't go in there. It's dark. I think he hit that a little too thick. If he thins that, it does the 2 rails. Alright, so what does Christian do here? Does he go for another safety or does he go for the breakout? At some point, Christian's going to have to get offensive here. Down 2 racks to 4 in a race to 5. At some point, he's going to have to go for it. I think he was trying to make the 7 and play a safety there. And see what Jesse does here with this safety. He's got so many different options here. I'm not even going to try to guess one right now. As soon as I guess one, he's going to pick an opposite one. Definitely rolling this over. He's definitely thinking. Does not want to give Christian an edge. Alright, went for the shot, went for the breakout, and only moved 1 ball out of the way. How does that happen? Alright. So he's got the ball count lead. He's got 3 balls left to Christian's 4, but they're not easy. They're all kind of tied up. So he's getting his extension. Shoots 4 ball here. Whether he's actually going to try to cut it in and make it or just try to play it safe. He could bank it and try to pull the cue ball back to where it is right now. Give Christian a hard shot of the 13. He can just do that yet, roll up to it. Did he get a rail? Did he get a rail? He did not. Did not expect that. Alright, so what does Christian do here? Like he might just tie this up. He can tie the balls up, or he might just pocket it. Yeah, pocket the ball. Yeah, just like that. He was trying to get that cue ball behind there. Really hook him. I don't think the cue ball will go between those 2 strike balls to the 3 ball. I don't think it fits. Jesse's going to have to kick at this or try to sew him up even more. Yeah, he's trying to kick into the 2-3, but with speed. So he hits it hard enough to get a rail. Looks like the 2 balls off the rail just a hair. You can also look at taking an intentional foul and just hitting the 8 ball to a certain spot, but I don't know what help that does. So here we go. Get some kick into this. He has such good speed with kicking. Look at this. Nice shot. Nice shot. With the correct edge of the 3 ball. So Christian's going to return suit. Clip just the right edge of the 15. Put the cue ball right behind the 15. Possibly go for the 13. Just play safe. He's just gonna play safe. He's putting his balls in the pockets. And still playing safe. That's a good idea. Now I can't see it. But I don't know if both 3 and the 2 are frozen. He just hit this kick shot earlier, so he shouldn't have had to hit it. It's gonna have to spin. Nope, didn't get over. Now either A, he was trying for it. He's like, here, hit it from here. Either he was trying to hit the 2-3, or he was just playing it safe. In a sense, giving up his turn, not hitting anything. Alright, so it looks like Christian's gonna have to play it safe, but also try to get some balls out. He might just try to bank the 15 out. Might just bank the 15 in the pocket. That's what he does here. No, just banking the 15 out. There you go. Playing safe, but moving his balls to where now they can be pocketed. Smart strategy there. Uh-oh. So we might do a mass A shot here. He's elevating like he was. Anytime a cue stick goes vertical, I'm happy. Those people are wondering, yes, we do use special cues to mass A with like that, full vertical. And yes, I have used that in a game before. And so it looks like the 3 ball might be off the rail enough where you can just clip the 3 ball. Keep it and then have it hit the rail again. So we'll see. Almost doesn't want to hit that stripe ball that's by the 3. Because if that moves, then Christian's all of Christian's balls can be made. So we can look at this. Oh, really? You're standing right in the way. I can't see. Hey, it's referee, so we'll go with that. Something happened. And he hit it good. Okay, so he hit the 3 into the 2 into the to hook up with the 9 ball. Oh, he was trying that double hit safety. Trying to get the cue ball right behind the stripe ball. So now the 3 ball can be contacted. I don't know if he'd have to go rail first and have the cue ball hit the rail first. But the problem is that the 3 ball could hit into the 2, possibly make the 9, but then it separates everything else. So I think he might just line one of these straight balls up, hook it up. Yep, exactly what he's doing. So now we got a stripe and solid tied up times 2, and then 2 stripes. He's going to try to cause some separation there, just like that. Still hooking behind. This is where a lot of the strategy comes in. He's just going to pluck the 9 in over there as well. There you go. That almost looks like one of our trick shots. A smile shot. Now, if I put this in the right spot on the table and I freeze all 5 of those balls, I'm making all 5. Another safety shot here. This is where the 1 pocket element comes into play in 8 ball. Alright, we possibly could just hit the 2. I mean, he's going to separate it from that 1 stripe and then try to get the cube up behind the 9 ball. So grab the referee. That's what you're here for. He's going to elevate again. Is he going full vertical this time? That'd be cool. Yep, chalk up. Yep. He's going up pretty much full vertical. This will be fun to see. That's exactly what he was trying. Nice shot. Now, it depends on how Christian, if he wants to go offensive and go airborne, but nope, he's playing safe. And he didn't get a rail. But even with not getting a rail, I mean, Jesse's only got one other ball on the table besides the balls that are hooked in. So we'll see if he's going to try to go offensive here. Pocket the 2 ball and then break the 3 out. This is kind of where the break shot comes into play from straight pool. Ball in hand, have a 1 ball out, and then try to break the cluster open. So we're getting elements of both 1 pocket and straight pool in this 8-ball match, and specifically this 8-ball game. Alright, so let's see if he's trying to play for a safety here. Is he going to let that good draw stroke out? Ooh, looks like he might just play it safe again. But if that 3 ball's off the rail, he can get an effective and legal safety. He went for the bank. He was actually going for the shot, and the cue ball scratched. Well, I mean, he had a couple game padding there, so maybe he's like, you know what, I'm done playing safeties. I'm going to try this. If I lose, I'm still on the hill. All right, so the balls now are pretty open. Shoot the ball on the side. Stop it right there for the ball in the lower left-hand corner pocket. That'd probably be the 15. At least that's how you're going to shoot those 2 balls. You may not shoot them first, but those are going to be the rotation, how you shoot those 2 balls. Christian's going to be like, how do I pocket a ball? I have just been banging balls around for the last couple minutes. Now I got to learn how to pocket balls. Shoot the ball on the side. Maybe the 15 down here, and then use the stripe on the top to get shape on the 8 ball. Just pocket and come around 1, maybe 2 rails. I am nicknaming this specific game in their match Endure to Persevere. That's exactly what Christian did in this match. Actually, in this game, and Jesse too. Does he get the right shape? Look at this. That's perfect. It's one of those you just don't want to get behind that 2 ball. All right, this 8 ball to get within 1 rack of Jesse, and Christian will be breaking. He already has 1 break and run in this match. Does he have another one to get at Hill? That'd be awesome. Nice. Great game. They both fist bump on that one. They're like, yep, that was a good game. Well fought. Well played. Alright, while Christian's getting ready to rack up these balls, so Christian racking him up, or is it Jesse racking him up? Looks like Jesse's racking him up.
Jesse, didn't you break first?
Yeah, even the guy in the background said, wait, but didn't you break first? So, yeah, this is Christian's break. This is rack number 8. So Christian's going to rack and break in the even games. See, now they're messing me up. But as I said before, big thank you to the Mosses for allowing me to do commentary on this match and also promote myself a little bit. Like I said before, I'm a professional trick shot artist, and I started a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel name is Superman Trick Shots. Every Tuesday, I drop a new video. Each Tuesday of the month is a different theme. So the first Tuesday of the month is a series called When Does That Come Up in a Game? So that's when I show a shot that we do in a competition or I do in a show that can actually be used in a regular game of pool, whether 8-ball or 9-ball. And pretty much all the ones I'm just going to start with, I've actually done in a game. Second Tuesday of the month is a series I call Cinema Recreations. So that's where I take shots from, Pool Hall Junkies, Color of Money, Hustler, and then, some of the stuff from TV. I'm going to recreate the Miller Lite beer commercial at some point in time. There's stuff from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Full House and other stuff that's got a pool in it. So I'm going to recreate a lot of those. Third week of the month is something called Amazing Trick Shots and How to Shoot At. That's paying homage to the VHS tape that got me into trick shots. It's where I set up some classic shots, one shot at a time, and tell you, the viewer, how to shoot it, how to set it up, how to make adjustments. And the fourth Tuesday, until I run out, is Sponsor Spotlight. It's to put a spotlight on a sponsor that I have that's been with me, throughout my entire career, or just maybe picked up. But it's to highlight them and to kind of go more in depth of who they are and what they do. So thank you for the Mosses for allowing me to promote myself. Once again, that's Superman Trick Shots on YouTube. I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. And if you like the content I'm putting out there, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Alright, back to the match. Here's Christian. Side. Target break. Oh, don't go in there, it's dark. Alright, so Jesse, ball in hand here on the hill. Got a couple of trouble spots here. That's 14-7 on the right side of the table. That's together. 6 and the 15, I mean, that's not as together, but still kind of tricky, even with ball in hand. So we'll see what Jesse has here. I think both players maybe have to reset their focus here a little bit after that really long safety game they had before this. So Jesse going the solids. Drew all back in to break the 7 out. Does he move it out? Yes, he does. It goes in either the top right or the bottom right corner pocket. We still got issues with the 6 ball, so we'll see what happens here. I don't know what angle he has on the 1. Can he go over into the 6? Can he stun over to the 6? See what happens here. Yep, drew straight back. Okay, what we got here? Really, the only shot he's got is a 7 ball. What he could do is shoot the 7, possibly stop it or come off the rail just a hair for the 3 in the upper left-hand corner, and then he could potentially get shape on the 6 on the side. Struck that well. Clean. Alright, this is where it's going to get tricky. He's going to have to find that window between those 2 stripes, right where he's aiming at now. If he can get on that, he'll be sitting pretty good on the 6 ball, and then just got to try to manufacture a position on the 4. Which, if he's getting straight in on that 6 ball, he'll be looking at a draw shot here. But there's so many balls that would be right in the way, so this is going to be interesting. Okay. Good pot. Looks like he got the window. I just don't know where he's going to be at on the 4-ball after this. May have to try to play a bank shot or a really tough cut shot like he's aiming at now. But if he could get it and see that cut shot, he could cut it in and come back for the 8 in the corner. I'm sorry, 8 in the either 8 in the corner or 8 in the side. But here's a shot of the game right now for him. Go. Let's tree topped over 9 a little bit, so just make this a little awkward. Good shot. Really good shot. Alrighty. Gonna have to be very specific with his positioning here. Because what he doesn't want to do is cut the 4-ball in to play shape for the 8 in the side and have the cue ball scratch. How many times have we scratched on this shot right here? We could hit this and go back and forth and play the 8-ball in the upper right hand corner. So he's got a couple options here. But he's got to pocket the 4 first. Alright, here we go. Oh man, he undercut it. Wow. He had perfect shape on the 8 in the upper left-hand corner. Wow. Alright, big opportunity for Christian here. He's got all 4 balls on the table, fairly wide open. The only issue is the 4-ball blocking the corner. So he's going to have to negotiate shape on all these balls. And he's in a decent spot right now and try to start on these 3 balls down on this end of the table. But because Jesse just broke, if Christian could win this and get this to Hill, he would be breaking in the Hill match. And at one point he was down 3-1. 3-1. I think he might have been down 4-1. And then to come back and battle it back to get to Hill, that'd be awesome. Yeah, he's going to take his time on this. Making sure that he can get the correct position. Because at this point, like, he has to run out. Because with the 4-ball hanging in that pocket, unless he airtight safe seam, you know, Jesse can kick over to that 4-ball. Jesse's been kicking pretty good. That was actually smart right there. Look at that ball, get that 4-ball out of the way. Now it opens up for the 11-ball to go there. Everything's wide open, so if he can just cut this 11-ball in, bring his cue ball out about to the center of the table, he'd be set pretty good for those balls up on the upper half of the table. Then probably leave the 14-ball last before the 8-ball. Ooh, wiped its feet on the way in. Use all that pocket, as my dad would say. Alright, so now it's just playing tic-tac-toe. Stay on the right side of the object ball. Keep your focus and just make sure you pocket the ball. Okay, good stroke. Alright. Couple options here. Go 9 in the upper right hand corner, or I guess that's a 15 in the left side. Looks like he's shooting the 9 in the upper right corner. not. Well, it looks like he's going to have to shoot the 14 in the right side pocket now. He's got the right angle. He can just come off the cue ball. Have the cue ball come off the one rail. Get right straight in on that 13 in the upper left-hand corner. That's right there by the spot. Then you can just follow up for the 15 either in the left side or the bottom left corner pocket, and then 8 in the side. If I were playing, that's probably how I would play it, but I'm not playing right now. So we'll see what Christian does here. Alright, so he had more of an angle on that than I thought. He just punched over. So now looking at the angle, he's probably going to do the 15 and then either off the rail once, the 13 in the top left, or he's going to go 1-2 rails. And he can still play the 13 in the top right if he hit it with the correct pace. Or the 13 in the upper left. To see what he wants to do here. Yep, 2 rails. Look at this, perfect shape. Great shot. So now spinning up his angle. If he has a little bit of a cut angle to the right, you can just stun the cue ball over for the 8 in the side. But if he's pretty much dead straight, then he can just stop it and come back a little bit for the 8 in the bottom right. And I think he's got enough of an angle he can stun it over for the 8 in the right side pocket. Yep, just enough. Didn't have to go too far over. 8 the side. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hill thriller. I think I said at the very beginning of this match, their Fargos were pretty close. So I figured this was going to be a close match, and guess what? It's the closest of all, hill. That's right, Christian did break this rack. They got the order rack, the breaking order correct in the last game. Alright, Jesse to break in the final rack. Tell you what, a break and run would be just what the doctor ordered right now. And rack's ready. Time to crack them. Alright, this is to either to go up 6 matches to 2 or be up only 5 matches to 3 overall. Make sure when you're watching this match you hit the like button a lot, because who doesn't like a hill thriller? We got the 8 ball on the break. So under BCA rules, when you pocket the 8 on the break, you have the option to spot it and keep going, or re-rack it and break it. So I think he's might be getting a rule clarification on this. He's getting quarters, and to see what he wants to do here. Does he want to spot the 8, or does he want to re-rack? This doesn't happen a lot in BCA, so people sometimes don't really realize what the rule is in BCA. Likewise, if you make the 8 on the break and scratch playing BCA, you don't lose it like in APA or Napa. Now the option goes to your opponent. So if you can't win it on the break, you can't lose it on the break. That option of spotting it or re-breaking goes to your opponent. Looking at that stripe ball, I mean, he's got a great breakout if that stripe goes past the 8. He's also looking at the solids too. So this is a very tough rack to run. So might be getting some more defense here. And Hill, you cannot make a mistake. Looks like he's going for the solids here. Alright, so box at 2. May have the 7. He may have the 7 in the upper right corner pocket. He might be able to bust the 5 ball out a little bit. Actually bust that whole cluster out. Yep, busted out a little bit, hit the 5. Now there's a 5 past the stripe. It does, it's going to be sitting pretty, but it doesn't look like it does because I think he could have got down right on it and shot it right now if it did. He's like, can I get a break, man? Hit the ball, try to bust it out, and it doesn't bust out. Yep, don't go in there, it's dark. Oh, wow. He's trying to pocket the ball and draw into the stack to bust him out, which he did do, but then just carried him right off the stripe ball, right in the drink. Wow. Talk about a horrible roll. Brutal at that. Alright, so now Christian, ball in hand in a hill match. And everything, for the most part, has a pocket. The 2 stripes there by the 5, I think you can pocket one of them in the right side pocket and then stop it there for the other stripe in the top right-hand corner pocket. 1 ball and the 6 ball is kind of making the other 2 not the easiest shots in the world. Not hard by any means, but not easy either. There's still a lot to do here in this rack. It can be run, but it's just going to take some surgical precision for cue ball control. Yep, he's going to take his time. This is Hill. And all 4 of Jesse's balls have a pocket, so he doesn't want to start running and miss and then leave Jesse a shot on any one of his balls. go. Shot. Personally, I would have taken the two that were right there first, just to make sure you get perfect position. But he got pretty close to perfect position as it is. And so just cut this ball in the side pocket. It's going to stun over. Possibly play the 9 in the bottom left, or that 15 in the top right. Or he could slow roll up, play a different ball. Shot. Okay. Still okay. Got the 9 ball. Top left-hand corner pocket. 14, if it passes the side, looks like it does. 12 ball looks like it passes the stick in the bottom right. So like I said, it's going to be pretty good cue ball control here to get on the right sides of these balls. And so here we go. Good stroke, good speed. Alright, probably going to take that straight ball that's in between the 8 and the 5 right now. And he's going to figure where is he shooting next. Looks like the 14 also, it's going to be close passing that 12 ball in the bottom right. I don't know if it does. So either you draw back for the 14 in the side, or you kind of pull back just a little bit for the 12 in the bottom right. Okay, good stun. Okay, this is going to be interesting because I don't know if that 14 passes, and I don't know if he can get on the 12 ball. Strike the 12 ball at the right angle for that ball to go. And that cut shot on the 11 is going to be crazy. I don't think he got where he wanted. Drama to the very last end. As spectators, we love watching this. As players, we absolutely hate this. Alright, here we go. See if that passes. The way he's getting up like that tells me it's either extremely close or it doesn't go. Because if it went perfectly, he'd have been down and shot it already. Wait, never mind. Just the way he was taking his time and got back up. But maybe it was close. And he's like, you know what, I just want to make sure I'm 100% certain with where I'm going. Because, I mean, you're hill. If you have any reservation, it's going to throw you off. Alright. So 12 ball. Looks like it passes the 6. Just got to get right shape on the 11. Set him up pretty good after that. Shot. Okay, like just motion with the cue stick. He wanted that cue ball to come out a little bit. Making position from the 11 to the 8 a little bit better. I think he caught that a little thick. Alright, this is not an easy shot. He's got a couple options here. Pocket, back. It's a back cut on the 11. You can hit this with a high ball. Come around 2 rails. Put the 8 in the same corner pocket. You can stun it, kind of draw over. Put the 8 ball in the same pocket. I don't know if he can hold this for the 8 ball in the left side pocket, or the 8 in the left bottom left corner pocket. But he's at the table. That's the main thing. Doing the ghost ball measurement here. definitely the shot of the game for Christian right here, and pretty much a shot of the match for him right here. Yep, lining out his tangent line there. Because if you're coming around 2 rails like that, you're going to get close to that corner pocket. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Undercut it just a hair. Now does the 5 past the 11? Ooh. It's great to hear somebody in the background yelling, "Come on, Jesse." Tell you what, whoever wins this match definitely deserved it and definitely needs a drink after this. So much drama, but also some really good tactical play. Good runouts, so kudos to both players. Like I said, if you're watching this video on the Action Life YouTube channel, make sure you smash the like button on this. This is a great match. Had a little bit of everything, and it's still not done giving. No idea what he's going to do with that 5 ball. Let's see what happens. Good shot on the 6. Okay, so here's the other thing. The 5 looks like it does not pass the 11 in the upper left-hand corner, but it might pass in the upper right corner pocket. Yeah, so if he can get the correct angle on the 4 ball, he could potentially pocket the 4 in the right side pocket, draw back, and have the right angle to pocket the 5 ball in the upper right hand corner pocket. Didn't even look at that possibility before. Oh wow. Wow. Missed the 1 ball, but with where the 11 ball is, this is nuts. Now, does Christian go for a hit, or she just tries to tie up the 8 and 11? I mean, he's got to tie it up right now. Because if he hits the 11 ball with any type of speed to get a legal hit, he's going to open these balls up. This is hill. Wow. Wow. Alright, here we go. He's taking his time. It's like he's like, what do I do? If this was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, phone a friend and be like, better? What do I do here? I mean, he could probably, he could try to kick into the 11, kick into the left long rail, try to go for the 11 in the top right-hand corner pocket. I mean, aside from that, or tying up a ball, I mean, that's really the only thing he's got. He's gonna try to tie something up here. He went for the hit. Oh, he got the hit. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's still more drama. The stripe got in the middle of that 5-ball, and I don't know where that 5-ball goes. Does that 5-ball go on the side? If it goes on the side, this is the only angle that you could make it from the side. Wow. Balls get close together, and this is the only place it goes, and it lands there. Wow. Does it go? Wow. Tell you what, this match has had everything. Runouts, good position play, great defense, jump shots, high drama. It's got everything. Like I said before, whoever wins this deserves every bit of it. Great bank shot. Wow. He is fired up. And that was a two-way shot too, where he stopped it at. Because if he misses that bank, he's got a safe on Christian. Alright, we'll shoot the 1-ball first so we can get shape on the 4-ball. Try to get the shape for the 4-ball on the side. Look at this. Looking good. Stop shot. And then that 8-ball passes. Wow. What a shot. What a match. He's going to move forward. Look at this. I don't think he wanted it that far away. But here we go. 8 in the bottom left to take a 5-4 win in this 8-ball match and getting it to 6-2 overall. That is in. Great match by both players. Stay tuned for the next match, guys. This is Brian Superman Pauley on Action Life YouTube channel.